it's Micheline with Fit and Healthy for Yourself, and the last couple days I've talked a lot about fats and healthy fats and what we should eat and why we should eat more of them. So what are exactly some of the healthy fats that you should actually eat? So we all know, avocado is one of them, and they're actually great because they have lots of potassium and they pack an immense amount of healthy monounsaturated fats, which we actually want to eat because they're heart healthy. It also has lots of protein, lots of fiber, and it keeps you actually full a lot longer. So, but we all know that one. But what else are other ones? Coconut oil. Yes, especially those people who follow the ketogenic diet, they know we eat coconut oil to our shakes. We eat it. We cook with it. We put in our coffee. We eat it by the spoonful, because it is so high in saturated fats. But half of it comes from medium chain triglycerides, and triglycerides are really good for us. They battle bacteria, they improve our cholesterol, they increase our energy and how we spend our energy, and it reduces actually the belly fat. So besides that, all the fats also keep you full a lot longer, but that's those triglycerides is really what we want. So that's why coconut oil is a good thing to have. And what else? Grass-fed beef. Yes, you can have your hamburger, just not with the bun. So have your grass-fed beef. Grass-fed beef is actually a lot leaner and has fewer calories than the other beef. It is higher in omega-3 fatty acids, which is again something that we want. It is higher in trans-fat linoleic acid, like the CLA, that helps burn fat, and it's low in palmitic acid, which is a saturated fat that we don't really want, but it's very low in that. So grass-fed beef is very heart healthy actually. It improves our heart health, it reduces belly fat, and it lowers our LDL, which is our bad cholesterol. So therefore, have your hamburger. Just make it a grass-fed one. What else? You can have, if you're not a beef person, if you don't like to eat meat, have your salmon, but make it sure it's a wild caught salmon. We don't want farm waste because they add antibiotics, coloring, and everything to that. So make it wild. Wild caught salmon. Salmon is, we all know, like some fish, most good fish are heart healthy omega-3s, plenty of it. So it's also a very fatty fish, which is good for us. It actually reduces our risk of arrhythmia. It decreases our triglyceride levels. Yes, it is a very fatty fish, but it decreases our triglyceride levels. And it can lower your blood pressure. So that's a good thing. What else? So then there is dark chocolate. You can actually eat chocolate. Just make sure it's dark one, 70% or higher in cacao content. It can actually help flatten your belly because it has the highest percentage of pure cocoa butter and pure cacao. It is a good source of digestion slowing saturated fat. So it takes a lot more time to process it in our body, and that's why it keeps you full longer. It's packed with plenty of antioxidants, which is good for you, and it actually improves our blood flow to our brain. So there you go. I gave you an excuse to eat chocolate. Just make a dark one. What else? Whole eggs. Whole eggs. Not the fake egg beaters kind or the liquid eggs. No, whole eggs. Eat the damn yolk. Yes, the white contains most of the protein, which eggs are good for. However, the yolk contains the fat and the cholesterol. And that cholesterol is not bad. It's actually monounsaturated fat. It lowers actually our LDL. So yes, it's full of cholesterol, but it's the good kind. It lowers our bad kind. So therefore, it's a great source. Actually, eggs are the main source, the number one source of choline, which attacks a gene mechanism that triggers our body to actually store fat around the liver. So the eggs actually stop that mechanism so that you don't get a fatty liver. That's a good thing. So actually my house, there'll always be eggs here. I actually have I have a meltdown if there's no eggs in this house. So I have, for the last year, I have eaten eggs every single day, at least 2, if not more. So, and my cholesterol is actually damn low. I'm trying to raise that damn thing, and it won't go up. So, what else? Nuts. Nuts, we all know. Nuts, again, you have to be careful. Those, especially those in moderation, because nuts, if you eat too many of them, again, they have a high caloric intake, because if you still want to lose weight, your calories still matter. But too many nuts also causes constipation, which we don't want. So, but nuts are good in polyunsaturated fat because it actually activates the gene that reduces fat storage. Yes, you need to eat fatty nuts in order to stop fat storage. Interesting. It improves your insulin metabolism. You do want that. And it contains omega-3s. Just watch out what kind of nuts you will eat, because some are higher in carbs than other. So peanuts can actually cause inflammation, so you might want to stick with walnuts, macadamia nuts, something like that. So choose your nuts wisely. So what else is there? Flax seeds and chia seeds. We all know flax seeds keep things moving. And chia seeds are actually also very interesting because they actually keep you full longer, because it's a little seed that actually, when it gets wet, it expands. That's why it keeps you full longer. But they are full of omega-3 fatty acids, especially the ALA. It reduces heart health. Actually, it promotes heart health by promoting the blood vessel health and reducing inflammation. And it improves your ability to metabolize fat. It's, as much as you can already see, we need to eat fat in order to actually reduce fat storage and burn fat better. It's very interesting. What else? Olive oil. Olive oil, we all know the Mediterranean diet uses a lot of olive oil. Olive oil is rich in cancer-fighting polyphenols and heart strengthening monounsaturated fats. So olive oil is very good for you. I just really make sure it's actually pure olive oil and not a mixture of other different oils. I've actually seen a couple of those around where it says it's a mixture of others as well. So just make sure it's pure olive oil. It actually gives you, olive oil is actually interesting because it gives you a higher level of the hormone adiponectin, which is a hormone that is responsible for breaking down fats in the body and making you leaner. So there you go. Isn't that all we want? So cook with olive oil, try it out. So what else? Bacon. So as you can see, you have a lot of choices when it comes to taking your, increasing your fat intake. It's not just eating actual butter and avocados all day. You have a lot of choices. So, and one that I absolutely love, that pretty much when someone told me you can eat bacon on a diet, then you had me at that. You had me bacon. So you can eat bacon. Make it pork, because make it full fat pork bacon, because turkey bacon actually adds a lot of sodium back. It contains a lot more sodium than the regular pork bacon, and too much sodium can actually lead to higher blood pressure. But then again, if you are on the keto diet, you have to upstage you have to increase your sodium intake a little bit more, because you need to make sure your electrolytes and your sodium intake is leveled. So if you're not necessarily supplementing sodium anywhere else, you can actually have the turkey bacon in and use that sodium to your advantage. But then you really won't have the fat. So you have to kind of decide what you want. Do you want the fat or do you want the sodium? So see how that goes for you. But bacon, at least pork bacon, actually has a lot of heart healthy, which we never thought of, but it's actually heart healthy, monounsaturated fat. But again, here it is. Bacon is, you only need a few slices. You don't need to eat the whole pack. Portion size counts in. So eat 2 slices is probably all you need. You're good to go. It also has protein in it, so there you go. Which the last thing that I really didn't think was actually a fat is spirulina. I have it actually in my shakes now and then, but I always thought it was more like of an herb, healthy kind of thing to add to my diet. I never thought it was actually a fat thing. Spirulina is a blue-green algae. It comes in this really fine green powder. It's actually a really weird looking thing. But it's full of omega-3. So if you don't like to eat fish, go spirulina. That will do it. Because my husband actually doesn't like fish at all. So spirulina will do it. It's for him to at least still get the omega-3s in. It controls inflammation and it can help you control your belly fat. So, and it's also super rich in protein. So again, since you still have to, when you go on a high-fat, low-carb diet, you still have to get your protein in. You always have to get your protein in because your muscles need that. So therefore, if you don't like to eat a lot of meat, you have other options by getting your protein in, because those who don't eat a lot of meat, they usually tend to get all their protein from beans, but beans are very high in carbs. So when you go on a low carb diet, you can't eat those anymore. So instead, you can eat spirulina. It has a lot of protein. And you get your omega-3s in. So it's a winner there. So therefore, as you see, you have a lot of choices for heart healthy fats, and to make it somewhat a exciting diet where you don't have to constantly eat eggs and bacon and avocado all the time. So you can have your hamburger with bacon on it, you can have your eggs, you just can't have the bread, and you can't have the potatoes with it. But you still have a lot of other options. And you can have dark chocolate. I mean, come on. Which diet tells you to have chocolate? Give it a try.